Alright, so Meli is looking like a very good PvP and PvE character. Last year, we had Purgatory Meli, which was obviously a tremendous character for PvP, but he kind of lacked for PvE due to how his passive worked, but especially like very constrained with demons with the damage reduction. But Meli, Sins, dude. Like, Sins are really good for demonic beasts in general. So, you know, the one ultimate, King, are gonna pop off here, especially the one ultimate, but they should be looking good. We're gonna be trying like speed run all the early bosses, bird, deer, and dogs. Although deer I might actually not go with Sins, but really interested to see how he's gonna do against the snake, because I think he's gonna be tremendous. You got the cleanse on your whole team every single turn. Every single turn he pops a cleanse on your whole team, and I'm gonna assume here. So, unless stated, and I don't think they said anything in the patch notes, like his gray debuffs should work on every boss, like no matter the phase. So if we can, you know, just have these like up to minus 30% defense related stats on the enemies, dude, that's really good. Yeah, the cleanse every single turn is huge, of course. I don't want to pop the single target just yet. I'm saving for phase 4. That's going to be huge. And of course, being able to run with demons is really good. You know, if they had constrained him to... with Sins is really good. If they had constrained him to demons, that would have been very unfortunate for the PvE side of things for Meli, but in this case, he got a lot to offer. Because, you know, as much as Purgatory Meli was really cool, I felt like he didn't live up to Trader Meli, in my opinion. Like, he was just a really good PvP character, and that was about it, right? While like Trader Meli, dude, he revamped the game. Like he ran through everything that was available in PvE at the time. He's still good in PvE. Like, that's just how crazy he was. And obviously he fell off in PvP, but every character does. It's how it works, right? Purgatory Meli did fall off in PvP, you know, very recently as well. But in any case, Purgatory Meli didn't make the waves that Trader Meli did. But this guy definitely can make those waves, is what I'm trying to get at. He definitely can, because that every single turn cleanses is it's kind of dumb, actually. Having played him on the new not Demonic Beast, the new Demon King game mode, what's his stats looking like? Because he doesn't have the 50%. Haven't been able to proc it because we're going pretty fast here. Playing with him on the new Demon King game mode, and you know, that game mode debuffs you every single turn. It's pretty crazy. Level 1, the damage cap right there, because we got a minus 30%. Askener should hit. Yep, no issues. Minus 30% defense related stats is quite good. If you're curious, by the way, all the units are running here with attack crit, except Gaffer. I didn't really care for him, but maybe I should have also given him attack crit. Oh no. I need an extra Askener card so we can beat the next phase, so hopefully we get that. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I think for the new beast, I'm not sure if I can make a full Sins team, but I definitely would really like to incorporate Askener for the snake. I know we're still on bird, but if we're being real, like, bird isn't very hard, so we're just kind of seeing how fast we can beat it, pretty much. That's how we're looking at it. Oh, we got the rank up, nice. Yeah, because you know, people got debuffed, so Meli gets the rank up, gets the 50%. Like, with four units on the field, if every single turn the boss applies just one debuff on everyone, Meli gets the rank up and cleanse every single turn. Every single turn. That is pretty crazy. Alright, just pop the Askener cards right here. Save the level 3, even though damage cap... Saving level 3 is kind of useless because I'm just gonna get damage capped every single time. Like, there's no way... Except for the snake, like, there's no boss that's gonna actually gonna just not get damage cap at like level 1. from Meli. Like, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna pop it right now. Another rank up for Meli. Okay. Yet another rank up for Meli. Dude. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, Sage is damage cap, so. But it's like I said, right? Like, not damage cap. Bosses haven't really scaled up to him yet. I don't think, like, the snake is pretty old. And I think this guy will be strong enough that the snake is not going to be able to do much to him. Oh, because we got this... We got the, did we get it? Yeah, we got this rule that debuffs us every single turn. Dude. It debuffs us every single beginning of turn, which means that every single turn Meli is going to cleanse everyone's debuff and immediately rank up. That's funny. Well, if only every boss had this, that would be pretty insane. The minus up to 30% defense related stats, everything is going to come in super good. Clutch. I'm just going to pop the useless cards first. Next turn we're going to get a rank up from the game debuffing us automatically, but not that we would need it because the bird is also going to debuff us. Mel is going to cleanse, so he's going to rank up, and obviously the bird seals level 2 cards, but he's going to cleanse, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. And I'm pretty confident Mel is going to damage cap anyways with the level 2 single targets, which is going to kill. Immediately killed next turn. Like, phase 1 of this, the third floor of bird is actually very tanky. Like, it is actually a very tanky phase. So whenever, you know, a unit can really, like, second turn, like we're doing right now, do damage cap, it is very impressive. It is impressive. We're gonna have King Shield, but of course, crazy. Should have actually popped the AoE there with the... Oh, we still do damage cap, never mind. Or close to damage cap. Never mind. Asker, of course, also does it. Again, Galfer's passive, King's Shield, and then what? Another rank up. If not for damage cap, we would just one-shot this phase. Like, actually, we would just straight up one-shot this phase. That's crazy. Yeah, we're not gonna actually kill because the 3 damage caps. But this is gonna hit a lot. Minus 30% defense related stats on the boss is... yeah, it's crazy. It is pretty crazy. Well, don't attack Meli. I would not like his cards to be destroyed. Nice. Nice. They always attack Galfer, or the bird, sorry. The bird always attack Galfer because bird is red and Galfer is green. Even though in Demonic Beast there is no type advantage, the boss still acts like there is. I'm just gonna pop these, why not? And bird is pretty much good. If I really wanted to, this would have definitely been my fastest completion. Or I mean, with this team would definitely be the fastest completion. But obviously I'm not really going like that hard. Not going as fast as possible. Yeah, if I was like not really talking, just going for it, like definitely. Galfer is not the hardest hitter, so maybe there's a possibility for a faster completing team. But I think Galfer's passive is well worth taking him. Sorry, let's move on to Deer, which I'm probably not gonna go with Sins, because I don't... Is there a good red Sin? I think Demons is pretty good because red Zeldris. And he gives a lot of basic stats. I think we'll see. Okay, this is a bit of a wacky team, but I think it will work out pretty good. So obviously Meli doesn't need to be in a full Demon team or a full Sin team. And Zeldris is actually a very good unit for this because, for one, he has 2 single target cards. That's really good for Deer. He's a demon, of course, and his relic gives a ton of basic stats, up to 30% basic stats. So, and obviously, you're doing Deer without Jormungandr. It's like you definitely can, especially now with how strong characters are. But like, why would you? It's just been pretty much given out so many times. You might as well always use her, really. Blue, red, green. You might as well always use her. And then the one ultimate, dude. For Deer, the one ultimate is just the best. He simply is. You have the extra hit. It goes along so well with this boss because in the last phase of the last floor, it's a pain. It really is a pain getting the correct damage down. Nowadays, honestly, not that big of a deal because even if you mess it up, you can still win. But it's not ideal. It's certainly not ideal. There's a damage cap here, so it's a 121k damage cap. Weird damage cap. Usually damage caps are 30%. That's really the usual because then it doesn't allow you to kill with 3 hits. But this one's like 25%. I'm just gonna pop the cards here first, cause the Ascron cards, cause if you do light or dark, it doesn't trigger the wheel. So if I want to attack with Ascron, it has to be like now. Doesn't have to be actually. But okay, Melee didn't even attack there. But it's fine. Deer is like whatever. The boss itself doesn't even have that much health, so the more the game scales, the most like stupidest the units look, because level 1 cards do damage cap like it's nothing. You can kind of say the same thing about Bird, but even worse than Bird because his damage cap is still like the same sort of numbers, like 30%, but his health is way lower. So you see like you do like a level 1, and level 1 does like, it's like only 159k, but that's the damage cap, you know? It's kind of funny. That wasn't level 1, that was level 2, but my point still stands. It still stands. I just realized I can actually mess up on this floor, because this one, if you mess up the wheel, you get frozen. But Melee would cleanse like right away, so that's it's pretty nice. Just gonna keep the cards I have. I could have actually. I could actually taken out some Yurm cards, just 3. Whatever, like, Deer's whatever. I don't like this boss very much. I just don't like the... I like the idea of the wheel. Like, it could have been a great concept. But now that they've kind of implemented a different type of wheel in the game, like for the Demon King game mode, never mind. Like, that one is even worse. It's even more restrictive. If you haven't played Demon King game mode, I'm having a guide for it come out like the day it comes out on global, so it's gonna be whatever. But dude, if you mess up, and it's very RNG based, like it's even more than this, because like here's like, okay, you just have the colors correctly. Sometimes it's annoying, like if you don't get any Zeldris cards for like multiple turns in a row, that can be annoying. It's so specific on the Demon King game. It was like, you have to do level 3, then level 2, then level 1. What if I don't have a level 3? Oh, then you lose. Okay, so yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm just gonna do the wheel correctly, even though the second attack is probably gonna kill. Yeah, Zeldris with his relic, as soon as he takes off ult gauge, he buffs her basic stats. And with the mega stab off from Yorm, it just gets progressively like the stats get progressively like dumber, just super high. I'm just gonna pop Melee ult here, why not? And then I kind of need a Zeldris card, so that would be great. I like, I don't know how I feel actually, but not a big fan that the Melee ult, if you have him 6/6, it just immediately removes the circles. Could just like keep it there for the minus defense related stats or whatever. Having the boss have minus 30% defense related stats, I really hope the snake is liable to taking this debuff. Alright, this will kill. Like the true Askinar cards, and then yeah, that will kill. Like I said, going first with Askinar. A lot of the phases don't allow you to do that, like on the last phase of the last floor. You have to do a wheel cycle before you can actually do damage to the boss. If that's whatever, just do it, right? And then attack with Askinar. Again, melee didn't attack, bruh. On Bird, we're having an easier time to like demonstrate melee, because Deer is tough, because maybe I could have just not used Jormungandr, but it's like, why would I not? And Jorm already ranks you up, right? So it's not like it's super exclusive getting that rank up from Melee's passive or anything. Jorm is ranking you up, so it's not that big of a deal. And then, does she also cleanse? I don't remember. Maybe she also cleanses. I actually don't remember. But it's like, yeah. And Deer is kind of there. Like the only semi-threatening part is the last phase. So yeah, with Jorm's passive and then minus 30% defense with his stats, it's not even a question that we can just do damage cap with level 1s. Like, probably even if Jorm, I don't know about the last phase, because he is kind of tanky, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the last phase I can actually do damage cap with Jorm's level 1. If I have the damage buff, that is. Okay, I didn't do it here, so maybe not. And he had minus 20. But did she have her passive? I don't think she did. I don't think she did. She didn't have 2 stacks at least. Maybe with 2 stacks, maybe not. It's Deer. Every time I go back and play Deer, or not every time, but sometimes I comment how I don't like the ambient sound. And people tell me like, dude, I love the ambient sound, like the like it feels like you're in a swamp. I cannot stand it. Cannot stand it. Also, okay, I really thought that was gonna kill. I legit thought that was gonna kill. Bruh. Maybe I overstepped my confidence there. Maybe I was a little too confident on melee. Too confident. It's whatever, just do the combo and then we can kill. Not Melee's fault, that's for sure. Like that was a little overconfident there. He didn't have the damage buff, and especially in floor 3, if you don't have the damage buff, you really don't do much. I'm gonna pop this level 3 to heal, I guess, and then kind of need a Jorm card, so I'm gonna pop these as well. If I don't get a Jorm card here, I think I lose. And I'm not restarting. Like if I lose, I'm just not gonna keep going. I'm gonna move on to the next boss. Freaking Deer, dude. Freaking Deer. Got a Jorm card. Okay. We're fine now. We are fine now. Doesn't this? What does that do again? It used to delete cards, didn't it? Then they changed it because they were like, okay, deleting cards is a little much, especially right before going into a phase where you have to pop them. Like you need one of each element card, or you're just gonna lose. Might be a little much. How about we do red, green, blue, and then pop the Zelda's ultimate. Why not? And he's not gonna lose the minus defense related stats either, so that's pretty good. Zelda's ult probably does damage cap, no problem. Yep. We can pop a Yorm ult. That will be damage cap. Then we pop no Yorm ult. I forgot that he was ult gauge. Whatever. Should I just pop Askner cards? Just go on full on Askner cards? I'll do this. And then just... I'm probably gonna do too much damage and then kill him. So I might as well just go all out. Because if he drops under 20... Yeah, he full heals. So I might as well just keep on going with the damage. Even if Askner doesn't do the most because he doesn't have the buff. And he doesn't have the Yorm's passive either. It doesn't matter. It's enough damage. He does have like a ton more stats, which is really annoying. And he got the dodge. Can I remove that? Is it like a one-hitter? Or it's like a whole turn dodge? No, this removes buffs. Blue, red, and I guess I'll ask Nor again. Oh no, that's not the buff removal card, that's the... Damn it. I hate this boss so much. Dogs are gonna be quick. The one ultimate, melee, and the Tonar for the buff as well. This is gonna be easy. I don't like doing this without Freyr, to be honest, because of the ignite block, but whatever, we'll just do it without him. We'll just do it without him. Probably gonna be fine. They're probably gonna kill them so fast it won't even matter. Like even when I do this with Roxy, which was my previous fast farm strategy, I rather bring Freyr. Like even if he doesn't contribute to Roxy's passive, or you know doesn't get anything from the Roxy passive, I still find it worth it. But whatever, I'm just gonna pop these as well. Yeah, with the dude, I really hope the final demonic beast also gets debuffed by melee, because this is just so good. That minus defense really stat debuff is too much. Actually too much. Let's do this. I'm just gonna kill here. If I pop the Tonar card, I'm pretty sure it gives the ult gauge for melee. I believe her ultimate gives ult gauge as well, not just regular cards. I think it did. Melee's attack related stat buff is gray, right? Oh, he does not give. Wow, whatever. Do I get an AoE for him, maybe? I'll actually see how much damage it does. Nah. How about this instead then? Because if I had this ultimate, I'd just, you know, just pop it and kill both with the AoE, but do this instead. Yep. No 50%. Still kills. Same thing. Might actually just pop these single targets actually. Why not? Why not? It's gonna do enough damage. Even without the attack related stat buff from Tonar. With the minus 30% defense related stats, it's pretty sizable chunk of damage. I got the ignites. We gotta make these quick, even if we do cleanse the ignites, so maybe it is better without Freyr, because if we just cleanse the ignites every turn, we get the rank up every turn, like just like that. I'm just gonna pop these AoEs, waste them. And that way, you know, that is gonna be quick. You know, rank up every single turn, but I don't think the ignites is every single turn. I think it's at the beginning of their turn, or is it every single turn? Oh, these... Dude, that cleanse is crazy. Okay, I like that. Let's just... must save that AoE. And just kill here with Ascanor. Yeah, then we can pop King's Shield for more damage and stuff. Meli's AoE and Ascanor's ultimate next turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ascanor should kill here with his AoE too. Yep. Minus 30% defense related stats. So crazy, dude. I can't believe he has his actual passive. Minus 30%. Cleanses immediately. It's shield. AoE. Pop another AoE as well. With the damage caps, I think the white dog is gonna survive. Because his damage cap is like 20%. Oh yeah. The damage caps are way too low. Oh no, wasn't the white dog damage cap 20% and the black dog 30%? Maybe I'm mistaken. Well, whichever the case is, I just cleansed whatever debuffs I had, so it's like, like the insta cleanse at the beginning of turn is hilarious. So dumb. I attacked Rever just for the quick heal. He's gonna have the revive, but it doesn't matter. The insta cleanse at beginning of turn is pretty hilarious. Same thing as last time. Gonna pop the king card. Do I pop the Ascanor single target? I'm gonna actually save that. But we'll pop the melee single target. And then we attack with Tonar at the end for the extra ult gauge for everybody. Yeah. We can get 2 stacks of Meli's ball passive if we remove from both dogs, actually, I just realized. Not a problem there. We're gonna get the rank up, so let's shield up. I think the AoE is gonna damage cap, and then we can finish him off. Get an extra ult gauge from Tonar before we finish him off as well. This is actually hilarious. Like the amount of stuff that he does is so stupid that you're like, okay, he's cleansing every single turn, he's lowering them, he's getting the rank up. Maybe it gets to the point where he just does too much. Maybe he actually just does too much. Like, King was frozen right there. I don't know if you noticed because he was so fast. King was frozen, then he got cleansed. Like, we don't have any king cards, unfortunately, but... Dude, like, what is this unit? Like, actually. No, let's, pop the single target, because I'm just gonna keep the AoE. We're gonna get the rank up again next turn anyways, like the 50% attack related stats. So we can pop the AoE with that 50%. Then ult with Ascanor, ult with Meli, and they're dead. Gonna immediately cleanse. Got the rank up, got the 50. AoE, ult, AoE. This might actually be the stupidest unit ever. Dude. Yeah. Have I ever one-turned dogs like this? I don't know, actually. That's so dumb. My god. And now we get to Snake. And to be honest, I really wanted to beat this with the one ultimate. I tried a few times, but I had to swap to the end. Yeah, I came in here with Meli. I knew I had to bring Liz. Unfortunately, Liz is not counted as a Sin. Which obviously, you know, she's not a Sin, but... They could counter. I mean, she... In the end of, what, Season 1, she kind of joins them. She's like an honorary sin. Whatever. Demon King. I only brought him because I actually saw a team on Twitter using Demon King with melee. And I was like, Demon King, huh? He does hit hard. But why? Why Demon King? His ult is actually pretty good. It lowers defense-related stats, and it's great. But other than that, I think you can swap out Demon King. I don't really know exactly any other reason to bring him other than the fact that he hits hard. Could have been the one ultimate, but I feel like the one ultimate, he really just couldn't really do it. Like, unfortunately, really wanted to do it with him. Like, you have no idea how much I tried. Gave up, though. DN. I mean, she takes off ult gauge. That's mainly why she was useful. The taunt is good too, but for the most part, my characters weren't really dying. I was just getting, I was just dying to ults. Like, ults were really my biggest concern. And you will see in this run over here, I actually have an altercation with an ult as well. But it's okay. We'll get there. We will get there. And my playback is bugged. Okay, I'm watching the footage as I'm recording this this audio, and it was... sometimes things don't go as planned. But I mean, it's simple. If you've done Snake, I just did it how you would do it. To be honest, I mean, this was pretty much first try with this team, with the DN and DK team. Mainly because I know the mechanics for the most part. I can't tell you I'm the most knowledgeable on this boss, because mainly I just... when this boss came out, I kind of ignored it. I was like, dude, I don't care. Like, this boss is annoying. I'm just gonna wait for a unit made for it to come out, and that's what I did. And comparing to the team that's made for this boss, so, you know, you have the Mael, Red Margaret, Freya, and LR Liz team, right? That team is definitely better than running like a team like this with Melee, but Melee was not bad at all, dude. The cleanse every turn, like I mentioned in like all the demonic beast fights, dude, that's a crazy mechanic, dude. That's a crazy passive, cleaning one debuff of all the teammates every single turn. Now, on this boss specifically, a lot of the times, like right now, you have more than one debuff, so you don't cleanse at all. But in any case, like you get the rank up like pretty much every turn for Melee, so you're dishing out a lot of damage, and this boss is a damage check. Like, you need to do a ton of damage. So Melee definitely was not bad whatsoever. Stance removal was very easy. Like, you just attack 3 times and then you remove the stance on the boss. And, you know, this boss, you might know, has a lot of stance removing to do. Like, you need to remove his stances all the time. So the Melee was good. Like, if you didn't summon for Red Margaret, and you don't have Freya somehow, and you don't have her relic, but you have LR Liz, this is pretty good. You don't really need dupes for any of the characters, I don't think. You'd definitely be better off having dupes, of course, especially for DN, because her ult did like matter a few times here and there for the heal. But I think it wasn't that big of a deal. I could have won without having any ult level, so that's pretty good. I feel like with the Mael team, you kind of want Mael to be able to apply the gray debuffs with his ultimate. Maybe not every time. I'll be honest, I don't do this boss that often. Like, they don't release relics that often anyways. Like, they just released 2 relics, it's so cool, but like, I use like, what, 30 mats every few months? Like, I don't need to do this that often, you know what I mean? Any case, it was pretty good. Melee definitely is a great release in terms of PvE and PvP. Like I mentioned, like Trader Melee is my favorite release of all time because the character was just perfect for the time. Like, he was just perfect. He was an absolute monster in PvP, and he beat every like PvE activity. Like, the next boss that came after Trader Melee, right, was Deer. You know what happens on Deer? You can't use dark characters to like do the cycle, and people still use them. Like, that's what happens, right? When you make a character that's actually well designed for the entire game. Or like Purgatory Melee, for example. Like, Purgatory Melee was clearly only designed for PvP, and this character for sure not. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know what else to say about him. I do like character releases like this over obviously character releases there only, like especially festivals. Like festivals should be good for the whole game, I think. Like when you have a seasonal character, it's like, let's say like the seasonal Margaret, right? She's only good for Snake. Like she's made for Snake. Okay. And you have like a regular character release, like the green Elat. Like the green Elat is clearly made for like for guild boss, for goddess team on guild boss. Like okay, right? Like sure, like you can use her in PvP, sure, but like she's made for that. Like no one's using her in PvP really. Like everyone's using Tristan as a backhand. Okay, like sure, but like festivals, they're expensive. Like they cost 900 gems. Like I say they cost 900 gems because hey, my first melee copy I had to get 900 gems, and so did my second, and so did my third. Like I didn't get a single melee in 3 rotations, so you know he costs 900 gems really. All right, floor 3. I hate the mechanics on this floor. It's just like so much time wasting. Like I know in this first phase especially, if you're using the goddess team, you can one turn and not even deal with the bar at the left, which is pretty cool. But with this team I tried, like you can't. Like, even with Ascanor, you can't one turn. So you just have to. I found that, you know, the fastest way was like push ults, then you triple ult, and then you kill. But dude, the second phase, I hate that phase so much on this boss. And that was the one I got stuck with Ascanor. Like I couldn't beat it with Ascanor because I kept dying to his ult. I couldn't do anything about his ult. So that was unfortunate. So I was like, okay, well, guess I have to give up and bring the end. When I was recording this, I was kind of doing something else. So you see here and there I kind of pause, but it's not because of brain lag, I swear to God. No, but this boss isn't necessarily hard now, you know, especially with the characters we've had. Especially with LR Liz. Like, LR Liz is insane. But the mechanics are pretty annoying, so yeah. Push the 3 ults. Each ult removes 33% of the barrier. Not really, it's like 33.4 probably, because it goes to 0 and 3. Then you just kill. This bastard of a phase, though. That was not fun. It's just such a long phase. Such a long phase. And with melee, it's unfortunate because, like, if you want to attack with melee, you are going to remove stance, like, majority of the time. Because if you just attack 3 times, you're going to have the 3 circles on them, and they don't get removed unless melee removes them. And if melee removes them, you remove a stance. So the freaking bar goes up. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, at the same time, you can just remove the counter stance that he puts on, so... In any case, it works out. Like, melee really is just really good. The next, you know, PvE activity that comes out, I can see him still being good so long as, you know, the boss applies red debuffs. Like, there is already a new activity. Like, a new activity came out this week, and he is good for it. The best team for it is not melee. The best team for it is Albedo, Donashi, Green Galfer, and Kokaitis, actually, funnily enough. That was like I think the best team. I haven't really looked around it as much now that I've been just beating it. I've just been focused on farming it, so I haven't really... The team works, so I'm using it, right? But I believe it is the best team, so... Melee is... I would say the second best team. Like, Melee Demons is the second best team, so... And one of the reasons why is because he cleanses every single turn. And if there's 4 in the field, if all 4 are debuffed, which they usually are, he gets a rank up pretty much every turn. Pretty crazy. Like, I don't know if they really thought of Melee's passive with that in mind. Like, they were thinking, okay, in PvP, you can proc his passive, but it's kind of annoying. You kind of depend on the enemy debuffing you. But in PvE, like, if you're facing an activity that you know is going to keep debuffing you, you can, like, every single turn get a rank up. And I don't know if it is on purpose or not. In any case, in this activity, it is pretty common. And I assume for activities to come, unless they start, like, unless the bosses start, like, gray debuffing you all the time, I think melee is going to be relevant for a long time. Does he completely replace Trader Melee is the question. I think Trader Melee, I wish he would have got a relic, you know, this patch, to kind of commemorate like the fact that he's 2 years old now. It's actually fine that he didn't, because then he probably would have had his spotlight kind of shattered by this new Melee in PvE. Like, this Melee is so good in PvE. But I still hope that Trader Melee does get a good Holy Relic. For PvE even, like, I hope Trader Melee, his relic is so good, he becomes even better than this Melee in PvE. Should be honest, like, I just like the guy. But if he isn't, that's fine too. Like, Trader Melee is not going to be doing the exact same things. Like, there's no way they're going to give him a relic that cleanses every single turn. So, it would be more for the damage reduction part, because this guy, I mean, one thing he doesn't give that both Trader Melee and kind of Purgatory Melee do is damage reduction to the teammates. Like, he only gives himself defense related stats and that's it. Like, he doesn't give anybody else like damage reduction. So right here, I lost. I didn't have a takeoff alt gauge, and I lost. So why am I showing this? I forgot to record the whole run of my winning run. Only towards the end I realized I was not recording. So I was like, I'm gonna stitch in the run I lost. But I only lost because I didn't have a takeoff alt gauge. And then after that, I didn't have a cleanse for Liz. So I just got super unlucky. Like, I didn't have a takeoff alt gauge. So, you know, he ulted me. But that's fine. Even if he ults you, so long as you cleanse the ignites, you can still win. They didn't have a cleanse. So I just lost. It is what it is. And yeah, if one of your characters die, it's kind of over. Like, there's not much you can do. It's kind of over. One annoying thing about Melee taking off stance every turn, by the way, is that you get really quick to the all stats buff to this boss cast. But it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. So I was like, man, maybe Melee can one shot here. Let's go. He did not. But valiant effort, I'll tell you. Valiant effort. Alright, this is my winning run. And it's kind of towards there on the phase 3, finished off on the bar. Like, the process is the same, so it doesn't really matter. Difference being that I did have a takeoff alt gauge when he had the ult. And that was all that was needed, like, to win. That's pretty much it, so. I don't know why I'm taking so long. After watching 2x speed, going back to normal speed, it looks like slow motion. Any case, that's it. Melee's a beast. A beast, I'll tell you.